When I bought a duplex without telling my parents, I found out they had planned for my brother's whole. Hi, I'm Emily and I'm 32 years old. I live in Portland, Oregon, and I'm here to tell you a story about family and a house that became a weapon. It was a Sunday meal, the kind where fake smiles cover up sharp words. My sister Anna placed her fork on the table, as if she was about to make a big announcement. "You have that big 3-bedroom house," she began. "It's wasted on just you. We've been thinking it makes more sense if we move in. You can find a smaller place, maybe a condo." My mother nodded as if this was already decided. "You don't have children, honey. Family comes first, and with 6 of them, your sister needs the space more than you do." I didn't say anything, not then. I just smiled, folded my napkin, and excused myself from the table. We weren't always like this. When my dad passed away, I was 21. My sister, Anna, was 25 and already married to John. She acted as my protector then. She called me every day, helped with my school fees, and told me she would always support me. I believed her. When I bought the house 10 years later, she was the first person to visit it. She hugged me in the empty living room and whispered, "You did it." I thought she was proud. Now I know she was just planning. The change started small. I would host Christmas, but she would forget to bring the dishes she promised. Birthdays would come and go without her showing up unless the party was for her kids. Then came the comments. "This place is too big for just one person. You must get lonely rattling around here. You're so lucky you don't have the same expenses we do." It wasn't until that Sunday meal that the truth came out. They had already decided I was moving out. I was just the last person to find out. That night I didn't cry. I didn't get angry. I made some tea, sat at my desk, and began my plan. The deed was only in my name. The mortgage was completely paid off. I had worked for years to get to this point, and they just assumed I would give it away because I didn't have any kids. I wasn't going to fight them head on. People like Anna love public drama. I would make her think she had won right until the ground fell out from under her. Step 1, I agreed. A week later, I called Anna. My voice was cheerful, almost happy. "You know you're right. This house is too much for me. If it will help you out, I'll move, but I'll need a couple of months to get things ready." She was ecstatic. John got on the phone to thank me, but he couldn't hide his smugness. They even started bringing the kids over to get them used to the house. That was fine. Every visit gave me the chance to gather exactly what I needed. Step 2, I sold the house. Not on the open market, not to anyone they knew. It was a private buyer with a cash offer. I accepted it quickly for a price below the market value to make sure it closed before anyone could find out. The contract was very strong. The money had already been moved to an account they didn't know about. I didn't tell anyone, not my friends, not my neighbors, only my lawyer. Step 3, I let them plan their move-in. Anna sent me Pinterest boards for her kids' rooms. My mother suggested where we could store my furniture until I found a smaller place. I just nodded through it all, smiling at the thought of their faces when they learned the truth. Moving day arrived. They showed up with a rented truck. John was yelling orders and the kids were running through the front yard. Anna walked up to the porch like she already owned it. "We'll start with the beds. You can load your things later," she said. I handed her an envelope. She didn't take it at first. She was too busy directing traffic. "What's this?" "The new owner's contact information," I said. "You'll need to arrange a tour with them. It's not my house anymore." Her face froze. "What do you mean it's not your house?" "I sold it. The sale closed last week. I'm moving today too." John stepped forward, his voice sharp. "You can't just—" "I could, I did. And since you never paid a cent towards it, you had no claim to it. The buyer should be here in—" I checked my watch, 3 minutes. They didn't believe me until the moving truck for the real new owners pulled up. A young couple smiling nervously and holding their baby. The wife shook my hand and thanked me for a smooth process. Anna's kids looked confused, holding their toys as their mother's voice got louder and more desperate. My mother avoided looking at me entirely. I didn't stay to watch the whole breakdown. I just got in my car, started it, and drove away. Now I live in a smaller place by the coast. It has 2 bedrooms, enough for me and, for the friends who actually show up when I need them. Anna still tells the story to anyone who will listen, but she leaves out the part where she tried to take what wasn't hers. When people ask me why I didn't warn her, I just smile. Because some lessons are only learned when you fall. What lesson did you learn from this story? Please let me